Hey, I'm Fabian, and I want to implement features as autonomously as possible with AI agents. And I'm working on this loop where an AI agent implements code and tests, then runs the build, then lints the code, and then it gets reviewed. And this is iteratively so that the AI can implement whole features on its own. And we are in a little example application. It looks like this. So you can only log in and log out, and then there's an example to create files, view the list of the files here, then take a look at the file, make changes or delete it. So all the CRUD operations. There's another example that lets you show a toast notification here. And as you have seen, navigation is not good, and we want to add a sidebar here so that we can navigate in these examples. So I'm using Roo Code, and that is a VS Code plugin, and it's an AI coding assistant, so you can chat with it here, and then it can run commands like read files, edit files, but also use MCP servers. So for example, use the MCP server to create GitHub issues or read from GitHub. And the cool thing about Roo Code is that it's very customizable. So you have different modes here, for example, the architect mode or the code mode, but also you can create your own modes, like we have here the feature orchestrator that we will use now. And you can also add rules to it. So there are general rules that are applied to every mode. And here, for example, we have rules on how to use the GitHub MCP. And then there are specific rules, for example, for the orchestrator mode, we have described GitHub feature branch workflow. But you will see that in just a second. Okay, so I have prepared a prompt to add the sidebar, and it should link to the CRUD examples and to the toast example, and it should only show up in the example root. So we should add a layout here so that we don't have to add the sidebar to every component, and it should leverage the ShadCN framework. So now it's great. It creates a task for the architect. Okay. Okay, it wants to create an architecture decision record here, but I don't think that's not needed. Let's create an issue for the task and then complete. So unfortunately, I still have to guide the model a lot. It's in the rules that it should create an issue and then exit the task. Yeah, but maybe I need to specify the rules further. So now it has a template for a GitHub issue. It says as a developer, which I don't like, but okay. Okay, this looks good. So create an issue now. So now it completes the task. We can take a look at the issue, which is here. And there's a little bit more information in there than you would usually expect from an issue. That helps to verify that the model wants to do the correct thing. And then you spend a little bit more time in the specification and a little bit less time in the code. Let's complete the subtask and return to the orchestrator, and it should now start the code mode. It creates a branch. Okay, nice. It checks out the branch. Needs to fetch it first. Yep. Now it's on the branch. Cool. And now it's reading the issue itself. So maybe it puts the whole issue into the... Okay, let's just approve it, the new task, and see if the code mode reads the issue again or starts coding right away. It should read the issue. Yes, it does. Nice. And I will set it to auto-approve now so that it can code. And this is usually where I'm not checking what it really does. So now it has created end-to-end tests and wanted to run them. There seemed to be an error when it run. And I think the problem is that I'm still running the server, so that's my fault. So I'll tell it to run the tests again. Usually that shouldn't happen. So now all the tests are passing. And now it wants to add the files to Git and create a pull request. And before it does that, we tell it make sure to lint format and that the build passes. So the build should pass when the end-to-end tests run, but just to be sure, it's just running lint. Okay, at least it's running format correctly. Now lint. There's a command that combines both of them. Okay, sometimes it doesn't get the output, and yeah, then it asks me questions. It's an issue with the terminal integration. Okay, it creates a pull request. Let's approve that. Didn't push. So now it has created the pull request and it completes the task. So let's take a look at the pull request. Yeah, as in short, these files are changed. And now what you will see, so we have an integration with Claude here, and it will automatically run a PR review. And the format check failed. Interesting. But that's actually not what we want. We want to run our own review here. So let's see if the orchestrator now creates a subtask for review. Yeah, here it is. It says, please review this pull request. So it wants to fetch the pull request and also the issue. Tries to run the build. And ideally it should also look at the files, but as the tabs here were still open, maybe it's automatically in the content, in the context. So I think that's happening. I should have closed them before to really showcase it. But it's a fresh context, so it doesn't really know. Ah, it's reading them. Nice. Never mind. Okay, it's also fixing something. Okay, tests are still passing. Okay, let's edit its comment here. Okay. Now the task got completed. Orchestrator now wants to merge the changes. So we can see here pull request review, and now there's also the test running to deformat, so that passes now. Okay, let's check it out. So we, on this side, the sidebar should not be visible. Okay, it's not really a sidebar here. Maybe it's because, it's because I had the small screen here. That's actually nice. It's a bit responsive. Yeah, cool. So there could be like a line down here as well. So I could specify it a bit more, but I'm happy with that for now. Yeah, let's approve this merge pull request. It switches back to the main branch. Nice. And now the task is complete. Cool. So you've seen how I code now, and you see I don't code anything. I let the model do it. There's still a bit of guidance that I need to put in here and there, and I think, or I hope that the models improve more and more in following the rules that I've set, and then this whole loop should work on its own. And there's some things like the terminal commands that don't get read. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that not too far in the future, most work what we will do is read the specifications that are created in the issues. For example, like this issue here. Yeah, then look at the end result, like this one, and yeah, request more changes or approve it, and everything in between works on its own. I hope you found it interesting to see how it works, and yeah, I will add more videos with more interesting stuff as I go along. Bye bye.